Let's begin our detailed examination of the Welsh Springer Spaniel with the head, which is unique and does not approximate that of other spaniels. The Welsh Springer Spaniel head should be in proportion to the body and should never be so broad as to appear coarse, nor so narrow as to appear racy. You can see that the skull is of medium length and slightly domed. There is a clearly defined stop, however, it is not abrupt. This dog has too much stop and a too heavy skull. The length of muzzle is approximately equal to that of the skull, but should never be longer. You can see that the plane of the skull is somewhat divergent from that of the muzzle. This divergence, however, should never create a down-faced appearance. The muzzle itself is straight, fairly square like this, and free from excessive flew. From the front, you can see that the skull is slightly dome-shaped. Also note the good chiseling under the eyes. What about this head? It appears too heavy and coarse throughout. This head has a rounded skull and a heavy brow, while this one appears too narrow throughout, with a long, snipey muzzle. Here, the muzzle to skull proportions are incorrect. The muzzle appears longer than the skull. Remember, the muzzle and skull should be about equal in length. A short, chubby head like this is most objectionable, as it mars the elegant look. This correct head is characterized by a skull which is slightly domed and medium in length. The muzzle is of about the same length and is straight, fairly square, and free of excessive flew. There is a clearly defined stop. And from the front, note again the good chiseling below the eyes. Remember that the overall balance of the Welsh Springer Spaniel head is of the utmost importance. The nose can be black in color or any shade of brown. A pink nose, however, is to be severely penalized. The preferred bite is a scissors bite, like this. Although the standard does not fault a level bite, note that an undershot bite is to be severely penalized. The eyes should be oval in shape and dark to medium brown in color with a soft expression. Darker eyes like these are preferred, but lighter shades are acceptable. Eye rims are tight, with dark pigmentation preferred. These eyes are too light and should be penalized. Too small, mean-looking eyes also detract from the soft expression and should be penalized. These round eyes are not desirable. You can see how they detract from the typical sweet expression of the Welsh Springer and create a staring look. Sunken eyes are also not correct, as are eyes which show too much haw. These correct eyes are oval in shape and dark brown in color. This shows the soft expression of the Welsh Springer Spaniel. Ears are set on at about eye level, but are raised slightly when the dog is alert. They are comparatively small. You can see they do not reach to the nose. They should hang close to the cheeks like these. In shape, they gradually narrow toward the tip, resembling somewhat a vine leaf in shape, and are lightly feathered. These high-set ears are not correct. And these ears are too large and wide for the head. Here again is a correct Welsh Springer Spaniel head, well proportioned, with no exaggerations. Note again the preferred dark brown eyes and the relatively small, lightly feathered ears set on at about eye level.